So, Mina lasagna, can't wait.
Okay. You
Why
go
am I
for
the
the
only
meat.
one eating?
Oh, because I've been in the kitchen for 2 days and I've been eating and eating and eating.
Slaving over the stove.
No, not slaving, but eating. The opposite. No, the grass is always greener. You want the food, I want the wine.
Exactly, exactly.
That's how it goes.
So for this one, when we're talking about it, I wanted something different, something lighter. That's why what you're going to taste with them is the Segal's Armand.
Okay.
And the new one from Benjamina, which is the Reserve Carignan.
Okay.
Armand, and note to mention that is the only indigenous grape of Israel.
Wow,
The only
that's
one that
interesting.
remain, and it's actually a grape that they can use to make wine.
So it's biblical wine.
You can say that, yes. So it's much lighter. I don't want to really associate it with a Beaujolais, but it has the Beaujolais character into it with more of a body of a Pinot.
Yeah, I was going to say more Pinot actually, because it's rounder, it's fuller than a Beaujolais.
I'm not a big fan of Beaujolais. And people that know me, and now even more people would know that I hate Gamay. That would be the grape for Beaujolais. And one thing that I learned a while ago, but I didn't practice right now, don't always drink at the same time as your guest. That's because you always have that 5-10 seconds of dead air because we're both drinking and neither one of us can
what
speak.
a good idea. I never, you're an older hand at this than I am. Okay.
But
I'll tell you the problem with this wine.
yes.
I can drink, this is the kind of wine I could drink and drink and drink and drink. It's a great wine for 4 cups.
Easy, accessible. That's why that was
You
my
know.
thought process. You have to consume so much wine in pretty much in a short period of time.
Right.
So you need something that is actually enjoyable, something that has a bit of character and not just 4% alcohol and.
No, it's a very easy drinking wine, but it does have a mild sophistication to it that I like.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's really good.
And our second one, Carignan. Big grape, but not overwhelming. Not a Cabernet-like. And I really want to drink and I want to eat.
This is yummy.
And I'm supposed to be speaking.
This is yummy.
Okay,
Eat.
my turn.
Eat. What's wrong with it?
I will.
You don't like it?
Now you
need
sound
to
like
eat
my
it.
mom and my aunt. It's
Of
like
course.
the moment they spot me for 2 weeks, it's like eat. I'm like, I eat. I can't eat anymore.
So maybe it's something Mediterranean and not just Jewish.
Mm-hmm.
Because it seems my Greek friends, my Cypriot friends, my Italian friends, it's all the same.
Yeah, you have to eat. But the trick, though, which I was taught with from my grandfather many years ago, despite of how much food you already had or how much food is already on the table, when you're asked to eat, you always say, I'm still eating. The reasoning behind it is that something else might come out of the kitchen that you really like, and if you say I'm finished already, then you can't have that. So you always, I'm still eating. This way your options are always open.
There you go.
You never miss out of anything.
So you make sure your plate is the last to leave the table.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that's what I tell my daughter,
Well,
my youngest one as well. It's like, oh, finish your vegetables. No, I'm full already. That means you don't have room for dessert either, right? Says, okay, I'll finish them.
I really like this wine.
You like the Carignan?
Yeah, I really do. Is
They're
it
all
more
great.
expensive?
Ironically, and I'm looking at my notes, that's why I'm looking at this sideways. Let's see. No.
That's great.
I have a feeling I wrote down the wrong price, but no.
I'll take that price.
This price?
I'll take that price. I like this wine.
Right. I think all 4 can certainly work.
Yes,
With,
all four do work.
Neither one of them will overpower the meal. And okay, now I'm dying.
Okay, so eat.
I have to try
Please
this.
eat. I remember I had a friend whose mother used to do this to me also. You must eat, you must eat. And she gave me a pastry that she made. She says, just take one bite, just take one bite. So I took a bite. I said, it's very good. And I handed it back. She says, what, you don't like it? So I'm not going to tell you.
Not only you have to eat, you have
Right.
to eat everything.
I'm not telling you you have to
Sectioning.
finish it. But You do have to at least.
But this is
eat it.
excellent. All the
Thank you.
flavors coming together.
I'm glad you like
Wow.
it.
I don't think my wine does it justice, though. That's a problem.
I'm probably. Actually, I was thinking more a Shiraz maybe, with because that has lamb in it.
We can do that. We do have one waiting.
Okay.
So here we are back. Geila insisted about the Shiraz. And the part that you guys missed, I was being corrected that the label actually says Syrah and not Shiraz. So just to clarify things, Syrah and Shiraz is the same grape. The labeling, it's up to the winery, what they want to call their wine. But normally for me, it indicates a style. A Shiraz will be more fruit forward, much softer, whereas Syrah will be a little bit more spicy and a little bit more earthy on character. Ironically, Dalton does, which is the wine that you're going to taste, does label both varietals, Syrah and Shiraz. But we're tasting a Syrah, and it's a 2009 Reserva. So let's taste the wine.
Let's taste it.
Actually, you go ahead and taste.
Oh,
I'll eat a little bit more. Well,
I will say
don't know
that
why.
after I said it, though, I was thinking maybe the Pinot would even be better with this. So we'll find out in a minute.
We'll find out soon enough. So I should be talking right now.
Yeah, you
but
should.
It's awkward. I want to do exactly the same thing
It's
that you're
delicious. This is another one of those very good for the 4 cups. You can drink it all night long. Wine.
doing. I can vouch for the all night long part. Yes.
This I could just sit and drink. You know, dinner hits the table and then I sit down and pick up my 4 glasses and this would be just fine for that. Could do this for hours. You gonna keep making me talk while you swill that around?
Well.
All right.
We take turns.
Yeah. What do you think of this with lamb?
I think it will work perfect with lamb.
That's right.
Especially something that is done in that format, like a tagine kind of.
Yeah.
Would definitely be beautiful.
It would be.
I will serve it with anything that is rich. You can
It
even
would
go
be
if
good
it's
with a
fruity. I
brisket
can go
even.
with yes. You can even go with a bit of something spicy.
Yeah.
If it's more fruity. The one thing that you never want to do with pairings, to my opinion, and because it's subjective, you don't want to do heat with heat.
Right.
You want to balance out the spice with the fruit.
Right.
And vice versa. Otherwise, if you're drinking a Cabernet with a very spicy dish, neither one of them will be enjoyable. It will be a very bad experience in your mouth. But it's subjective. Everybody has a different opinion. That's why I have so many different wines.
I understand.
That's
Some
not a-
people have taste buds, though, that, they like fire. They like spice with spice with spice. And personally, I like this.
I like that. I like the kick. I like that it's not really peppery, but it is a nice spiciness into it.
Yeah. What year is this? It's a little young, isn't it?
This is 2009. And now, going back to the price that I didn't want to mention, guess how much is the Carignan that you love? Take a wild guess. Okay.
I don't
When I taste wine, I don't want to know how much it costs. I want to put a price tag myself to it. And if it doesn't fall in that range or below,
$30?
see, now you made me happy. It's 20.
There you go.
So it's worth it.
It's a good discount I get.
It is. Yes, for Geila only.
No, that's pretty good.
Okay, so for our Pinot, we have
Pinot
the...
is at this end, right?
Yes. We have the Livni Pinot. This is another new addition and
Like sippy
into the
maybe?
U.S. selection.
Ooh,
Now this
that's
is
a
not.
different nose.
This is not. You see, you got it immediately. I was just about to say this is not your basic Pinot Noir. It does not really taste as the average Pinot, what you expect out of a Pinot Noir, and aromas and richness.
It's very light.
It is very light, but the aromatics are so deep, which normally Pinot is red fruit aromatics, not really that dark or intense.
Yeah, but this has a little bit of sort of spiciness, a little spice to it.
I will say is the vineyard, and I'm guessing, I'm not sure. I will guess an extended hang time, ripe fruit that will give you
Yeah.
all these great aromatics,
But it still has a little peppery thing going on at the end,
which is unusual for a Pinot.
Yes. But there you have it. It's good. I think that if I have to go all night long, I'm going to go
with the Syrah or the Carignan.
Yeah.
I would have loved the Pinot actually with the brisket.
With the brisket.
That's what I was thinking to line it up with.
Sorry, guys, didn't make the brisket today.
Yeah, so coming back tomorrow for that.
Right, you have to come back tomorrow for brisket.
Now, and our last wine is the Brave de Coupage. Now, this was my favorite last year. It was my favorite in years past. It's only been kosher for the last 2 vintages. It's a Cabernet Franc base. I guess that's why it's always my favorite. But Brave de has just been a winery that I always loved. And in fact, the only 2 people, Professor Bravder and his partner, I ever met that I felt slightly intimidated. They're both professors at the university in Jerusalem, and they both teach about wine and agriculture. So sitting across from them and tasting their wine, and they expect you to express an opinion. I don't care if it's a winemaker, but
so they don't expect you to
teach
tell
winemakers. So,
I know, but they don't expect you to tell them it's perfect if it's not.
But it was though. It was though. Our major discussion was how the winery can grow, and I gave them the best answer I had: make the wine kosher. And eventually they did.
This is terrific. It's got like a little bit of a cumin nose at the beginning.
Oh.
It's really good.
Everything nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sugar and spice and everything nice.
Everything nice, exactly. That's how the expression goes.
Yeah. It's really nice.
The nose is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, no, the nose, I mean, there's no comparison between the Pinot nose and this.
But thinking of Passover and 4 cups, right? You can do the Carignan or the Syrah to drink, and then you just keep this on the side, and you just smell it, and then you go ahead and drink whatever else you want. There's certain wines that you just want to keep smelling.
Switch,
exactly.
Right. Bait and switch. No, it's like perfume. Oh, this is really... it's getting a little sick the way we have our noses in this wine. But it's really good.
I think of a nice roast.
Yeah.
And this
would be with the roast beef.
Perfect balance.
Perfect with the roast beef.
Perfect balance. It's not overpowering, enough flavor, enough spice. It's just the right touch.
Are you ready for dessert?
I'm always ready for dessert.